Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wants Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that is trying to escape the pain they feel over your absence. So I do feel like this is a no contact reading. They feel like when they think of you, like the memories they have with you specifically, that's happiness for them, right? Underneath the word joy, we have serotonin, rush, happiness, excitement, euphoria. So there's something different about you that really kind of set aside for them, like the idea of somebody being like you. So they may have gone out on dates and tried to find that same energy and just like completely failed. I feel like there's acceptance here that you represent some particular kind of joy that is difficult to replicate. Oh, hello there, Tiana. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Redbeard. How we doing? But then the other two cards that we have here are lessons and dreams. So obviously you can see why I'm picking up on the dream element here. For those of you that have read or seen Twilight and you know about a character that was using dreams to try to get closer to someone they missed, it's kind of giving that, right? Because it's almost like I'm going through this difficult time and I'm missing this person that helped me be happy. So instead of maybe focusing all of my energy on what I need to do to get out of this difficult era in my life, I am doing what I can to dream about whatever it is I'm missing or whoever I'm missing. I mean, maybe that's just like the tonic, right? Like whatever they're doing to get through. Let's see if they're doing what they need to do. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I feel like that was the longest intro ever. Sorry, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And let's dive in. I think I want the Earth and Bone Oracle. Let's see what else we have. Number 39, Portal. Originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. Well, obviously there's some sense of access if we're talking about a portal, right? We've got a lot of pull coming from the word originality. Remember I said there's something very particular about you. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you are a memorable type of energy or personality. People don't often come across somebody like you. You are your own person, right? You're not, I don't know. You're not a fraud. And that tends to stick with people a little bit more so than the people that just try to fit in, right? Hi there, David. How are you doing? The next one is number 42, Meadow. I love this imagery here. Completion, success, blessings, positivity, and gratitude. I gotta say, this is a good combination in terms of whether or not we have somebody going through the dark night of the soul and responding to it in a way where they're learning that lesson, because we do have a sense here of success, right? And we also have somebody that is progressing. I love that we have them in order. Somebody figures it out, puts in the energy and effort, and then we have success. So let's get a little bit more from the tarot. Well, let's get something from the tarot. I think we want a little bit of hocus pocus. Two of candles or two of wands and the 5 of potions in the reverse or 5 of cups in the reverse. I like this. Okay, so because we have the word progressing, what I'm kind of sensing is we're picking up on a transition, right? Where somebody is going from, I don't really know how to make a change in this situation that is probably no contact or has maybe a little bit, but not a ton of hope of coming back together. So I'll just distract myself, right? I'll be a loner or I'll go out and over socialize because I don't want to think. Now we have somebody that is moving towards, I'm going to be constructive about this, or I'm going to figure out what I could do differently in a situation like this going forward so I don't have that same situation. And it motivates them to do some planning here. They're letting go of the regret or the sense of failure, letting go of whatever held them back before. So this could be even a sense of like gaining some confidence, right? Like, okay, now I know what like doesn't work, or now I know I can't really do it that way. Um, Lesson learned, right? I feel like there's a lot of willingness to think through the reality. We have the Six of Lightning or Six of Swords in the reverse with the 10 of Pumpkins or 10 of Pentacles. This looks like acceptance to me. I realize that this is a valuable lesson. You know, I chose the wrong path, or I didn't really, I don't know, do what I was supposed to. Like, if it was as simple as I was told that I needed to bring in some tools that were outside before it started to rain and I didn't, and now those tools are ruined. It's like I accept that now I have to buy some new tools. You know, like I get it. I did the wrong thing. I lost something. And what did they lose? It's funny that I said tools like left them out in the rain because I feel like how do I phrase this? For those of you that have your own collection of tools, be they like tools of the trade, you know, like you work in HVAC, for example, or you're a tattoo artist, whatever it is, those tools, it's not just that that's an instrument that helps you get your work done, right? There's an element of like trust that you have because that is your brand or that is set to your preferred settings. Um, there's like something here about it being a loss of trust or a loss of somebody that this person could actually trust. Because the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody that is there for you. They're a good partner. This would be somebody that would make sure they held up their end of the bargain. This would be somebody that would be happy to like be a reference for you if you're looking for a job. This is somebody that you could count on, right? So we have the Four of Lightning or Four of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Potions or Seven of Cups, and the Chariot in the reverse. So I feel there's loneliness here. And as a result, it's pushing somebody to try to make plans, or this person who feels they have had to learn a pretty significant lesson is being pressured by external forces to like come out and play already. I'm so tempted. For those of you who like Archer, I'm hearing, oh my God, what's his name? I haven't watched it in forever. The dude who was like trying to fight him in space, who says, come out and play. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. Anyways, it feels to me like there's some like, let's pull you out of whatever you're doing here. Either from that person specifically, like I probably need to get out and do something because I'm going crazy. Hello, Leslie Ann. How are you doing? Oh, I do love England. I need to go there someday. And hello, Renata. How's Australia? um, Again, I'm getting the sensation here that we had somebody first try out distracting themselves. I can't get over this loss, but I'll just ignore it. But I'll just think about something else so much that I don't have time to think about this, right? But the Chariot in the reverse, this is like saying, hey, you know what? It's not going to get me where I want to go. It's not working. So this might have been sufficient for this person to not think about the situation during the daytime, but then it would haunt them at night, something like that. Or they realized maybe I'm drinking too much. Maybe I don't like, how much money I'm spending. There was something here that was like not sustainable. I can't keep doing this. I have to like change this up a little bit. So we have the 9 of Lightning or 9 of Swords in the reverse, Page of Potions or Page of Cups in the reverse, Transformation in the reverse. This is the Devil in the reverse, by the way. I feel that this source of trust, right, whoever this is, I'm not entirely certain this is romantic for all of you. This could be for some of you a mentor or a family member or like a best friend, right? Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? This is somebody, again, that there was trust there, right? Like, I feel like I can show you who I am, or I feel like I can like let down my guard around you. But where there was once this connection built on trust, it feels like all of a sudden things like deteriorated and there was a question mark like, why aren't you handling this with a little bit more care? What I'm seeing in my mind is somebody like tossing a box that says fragile, like down the stairs. Like, this was a case of not handling things the way you're supposed to, being a bit nonchalant or flippant about safeguarding or returning like good intentions to this Queen of Pentacles. All right, let's see what else we have. We're going to go with the Black Tarot. We do want all of them, though. All right, what else do we have? Wow. So we just had the 9 of Swords in the reverse over here. Here we have it in the upright. Page of Wands, 2 of Cups in the reverse. So there were communication issues here. I really feel like somebody said they were going to be somewhere, they were going to do something, they were going to pursue something. Like, there's something that was said by the person who's learning their lesson. Well, we're going to call them the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands communicated something that ended up creating a problem here with the Queen of Pentacles. A promise that went unfulfilled, a conflict that wasn't handled. It like festered. So it feels like there was something that could have been handled initially if it had been, kind of taken seriously. That got worse. Hello, Mothy. How's it going? Ten of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands. King of Spheres in the reverse. The King of Spheres in the reverse is the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and he's in the same column as the Queen of Pentacles, which would be the divine counterpart. I don't really like that he's in the reverse, however, but it confirms what I just said. We have somebody that planned to do something or offered to do something when this Queen of Pentacles was overwhelmed or having a bad day, whatever it was, right? There was already something that was not quite right. That's when you reach out to those people that you feel like you can trust, right? Like, I'm having a bad day, meet me for an ice cream, a beer, whatever it is, right? This Page of Wands, King of Pentacles in the reverse, didn't show up, didn't help, didn't support this Queen of Pentacles. Don't get too caught up on the genders. I'm reading energy here, so this could be anybody, right? But this caused some anxiety. I thought I could trust you, and it turns out I can't. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, or Two of Spheres in the reverse. The Emperor and the Four of Swords. That's quite the climb there. The number 4 could be important. We've got somebody that realized they couldn't just go back to what was their life before. Sometimes you meet people that have such an influence that maybe it's difficult to really see how much they've changed who you are or what you want or what you do. For some reason, I'm thinking of the movie about C.S. Lewis, Shadowlands. So that could be important for somebody out there. The general vibe being C.S. Lewis, his character in that movie, and I believe it's accurate for his actual life, but correct me if I'm wrong. Not necessarily the warmest of people. A little bit difficult, a little bit standoffish. Not the kind of person you'd be like, hey, can I get a hug from you? I've had a rough day. Even though he wrote extensively about Christianity and what that crossroads of like ethics and beliefs and morals and all of that looks like, he had a reputation for not being very accessible. So I feel like we're dealing with somebody here that had some armor on, that didn't really let people in, and was maybe taken a little bit aback by this Queen of Pentacles that was willing to be a good friend, be a good partner, have good intentions. And having let somebody in, this person now has some instability when they are without that Queen of Pentacles. It's really weird because last night I watched Cruel Intentions, and we could draw some comparisons with that movie as well. Because, as I'm sure many of you know, we have a character that prides themselves on not really getting too caught up on people and just kind of pursuing the passions of the flesh. falling in love, right? And experiencing that pain when that love or that connection you've found is no longer in your life, right? You can't just go right back, right? So we have somebody that's healing. We have somebody that's looking in the mirror, that's realizing what they have to do. I love this depiction of the Emperor because it's like he's at the same time obedient. He's on one knee, right? But also standing up for himself. So it's like, okay, I see what I did. I know what I have to change. I'm gonna do something about it. But I feel like there's an acceptance here of some divine law or some moral or some fabric of their being that they can't deny, right? Knight of Spears or Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. But this is how it was supposed to be. There's our Queen of Spheres, our Queen of Pentacles again. So this person who is very trustworthy, or we could say solid, right? You can count on this person. Could have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart. But the main idea here is this is somebody you can count on. This is somebody that's like real. And this obstacle was meant to change this Page of Wands who has become an emperor. That's quite the climb. It's almost like a little bit, I'm a little bit in disbelief, right? How did you take such a leap? How did you learn so much? But I remember feeling that way about Sebastian's character. All right, let's get a few from the Gilded Reverie. This is an extended Lenormand. Then I think I'm going to pull from another Lenormand, see if we get any duplicates. All right. You know what time it is, Tiana? So this is number 8, the coffin. It's really more of a sarcophagus in this depiction. I love the Egyptian themes. With Anubis in the background. And then we have number 11, the whip. All right, gonna have to do it, right, guys? If you don't know my channel, anytime the whip comes out, I have this little thing that I do. Because my mom and I don't even know where it's from. If you ever figure it out, please, for the love of God, tell me. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please. Anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. This talks about punishment, okay? This is saying this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is an obstacle, this ending, this no contact, this disruption, this argument, falling out, whatever you want to call it, it's right underneath the portal. This is what changes somebody to that next level. You could argue you don't know what you got till it's gone. You could argue it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. This person is realizing what the difference is between those like kind of meaningless connections or passing fads of people versus somebody who changes who you are or inspires you to be a better person. So yeah, they've been dreaming about this person, and especially based on the card that just came out, I feel like there's a very strong physical connection. So for some of you, this person has realized they want more than friendship with this Queen of Pentacles. For others of you, this person has been interested in that from the get-go. Stop it. I love it. Okay. So remember the very first card had that joy card talking about this person felt really happy, right? They experienced a type of connection, a type of happiness they hadn't previously experienced before. And what's interesting for me is we have both of the ladies coming out. Hello there, Nancy. How are you doing? One of these ladies has their titty out. I don't know if you noticed that. You probably did. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. But we've got somebody. Oh, I don't know if I knew that. You guys, they're both number 29. I don't think I knew that. It makes sense because what we have in this deck is 2 iterations of the man and 2 of the woman, one indicating more of like a physical connection and the other more of like an emotional connection, right? This chica here with the roses, yeah, she wants that real love, you know, the long term. She got her clothes on, okay? So they're both number 29. I don't think this emperor realized you could have both, which is a weird way of saying it. So let me clarify. This person may have dated people that were trustworthy but boring, not sexually stimulating or physically attractive for them. It's like there was a dichotomy, right? I date this type of person if I want to have like a long-term relationship, or if I want to build a family, or if I want to take somebody to a wedding in my family. But if I want to have a good time, then I'm going to date people without shirts on. This person didn't necessarily see them combining, right? What is it? Madonna and the Mother? Is that? I'm trying to remember. The idea that once you become a mother, men see you differently. Like this person had to understand I could, in one person, find the type of partner I need for multiple things, right? I do think brains were scrambled. Yes, Peggy. This person has realized, I think, that they could actually be happy in a long-term relationship with somebody like you, where previously they may have felt that was too tall an order to find everything in one. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like the people who are all excited about like shampoo and conditioner in one. Don't be excited about that though, because like, yeah, it's a bad analogy. I don't believe in that stuff. All right. We have from the Golden Lenormand, number 23, which is the mice. Another like hint that we're talking about loss, right? Because we had like the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, for example, talks about loss, wrong path, that kind of vibe. Talk about confirmation. What did we lose? Somebody who is loyal. Somebody who is trustworthy. Somebody I could tell my secrets to. Somebody who wouldn't judge me. Somebody who wanted me to be me. I'll tell you this. Whoever resonates with the Emperor energy is feeling a stronger sense of loyalty than they did previously. It's like what I'm hearing in my head is enhance, enhance, enhance. I don't even know what that's from. I'm pretty sure it's a comedy, but like they see you all the more clearly, and it's maybe a little bit shocking for them because they realize that's like a needle in a haystack kind of thing, you know? Have you ever, at like against all odds, been able to find something that you really didn't think you were going to find? It's just like a miracle that you did. That's kind of how this person is feeling right now. They're like, well, I guess that's why I didn't necessarily know how to treat this person, because I didn't really ever run into somebody like this. But now that I can see they're actually really incredible, I have to change up how I act. I have to find a way to fight for or defend what I've found with this person. Now, for some of you, this person has maybe even accepted, I might not get another chance with this Queen of Pentacles. We have him finally in the upright. So we had the King of Pentacles in the reverse over here, right? Now we have him in the upright. These are counterparts. So this person understands I could be happy with this Queen of Pentacles, but I have to actually do something to fight for this. I have to demonstrate that I have changed or that I appreciate what I lost if I want to get a reunion. 3 of Cups. So how can I demonstrate that this distance or this no contact has really taught me the true value of this person, right? What I was actually walking away from or not actively respecting. That's kind of the word I want to go with. This is interesting. This is the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Spheres in this deck. 10 of Pentacles. Again, real heavy on the earth energy. Okay, somebody here has some Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Or we're just super heavy because we had the 10 of Pentacles up here as well. We're super heavy on this concept of like wanting to hold somebody close, wanting to keep somebody of value close. But why do we have the 7 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? This person feels like there's maybe too much of a barrier or an obstacle because they lied about something. If we were to go back to Cruel Intentions, we had Sebastian saying, I thought I loved you, but I don't really, you know? Rejecting something, walking away from something. But that's what taught this person what they really had, right? So because we have learned our lesson the hard way, it's not exactly an easy climb to get back into the Queen of Pentacles good graces, because our Queen of Pentacles is now coming out as the Queen of Swords. I stopped talking to you. I blocked you. I created some distance, right? 8 of Wands in the reverse. How do I come back around? How do I express my desire for a reconciliation or explain that I've learned just how valuable you are, right? If you resonate with the Emperor, this Page of Wands in the reverse seems to be suggesting what needs to at some point be said is that you misunderstood or misread the situation or the value of that person, right? I didn't understand who you were, in part because I didn't have anyone to measure you against. We don't need to be making excuses, right? If you are in that situation where you're trying to explain how things happen the way they did, that's fine. But I feel like this person has to talk about why they lied or why they were dishonest about how they felt to themselves. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Cups. They didn't put forth the effort they needed to. They didn't have a sense of urgency. They didn't do things the right way. This could have been just naivete, not knowing how to handle a situation, not knowing how to handle feeling love, right? This person, though, they're still trying to find a way to make an offer in love. They still want to find a way to connect. They just aren't sure if they can scale that mountain. Can I actually figure this out and approach you in a way where I can get another chance? Or is it like too far gone? So let's get a couple from the situations deck and see how this Queen of Pentacles is feeling, right? Let's see if we have because there's a card in here that says reconciliation. There's a card in here that says twin flames. And there's a card in here that says interview. If any of those come out, I feel like that's a good sign for this King of Pentacles Emperor energy. We have obsession, must have indulgence. So this person's very focused. And we have magnetic. If the Queen of Pentacles is wondering whether or not the Emperor or King of Pentacles is pursuing other people, I think the answer for the majority of you would be no, because they're very focused on the Queen of Pentacles. They would probably, let's hope they're smart enough to realize that would be yet another obstacle, right? Only make it more difficult for them to have this conversation. Okay. There's something that needs to happen before this person feels like they can reach back out. For some of you, this person feels like they need to move out of a living situation and a different relationship, distance themselves from somebody perhaps in their family, change their job. There's something here they feel like they have to do on their side of things before they can actually pursue the Queen of Pentacles or try to reconcile with them, right? Oh, really? So now we have denial and anxiety. I think we're going through all those like dark night of the soul energies, right? A raven with a handwritten sonnet about your hair. Yeah, I think I would accept that. If you actually go to the links of acquiring said raven And then you have decent penmanship and you write a flattering sonnet about somebody's luxurious locks. Like, I'm in, right? Just kidding. Maybe. All right. Ooh. Okay. So here's the obstacle that I think many are dealing with. Sorry, my nose is itching. We have the divine feminine in the reverse and commitment. I think for many of you, this person has had experience, like long-term experience in a relationship with somebody that was emotionally abusive or codependent, and it makes them very, I want to say almost like against being in another relationship. Kind of feels like if I was resistant to falling in love, it's because I have had an example of relationships going wrong. But this person, they're rethinking that. They just have to get through this dark night of the soul. They've been hurt, that's for sure. All right, so we have a call from a loved one, a kiss. So that kind of feels like this person is going to eventually reach out, right? It's a matter of time. Your advice is appreciated and carry through your ideas. You will be successful. So what I'm getting here is go about your business, okay? You got shit you're doing. You got things you're working on. With transformations in the reverse underneath you, to be honest, it feels like you've gone through this transformation before this Emperor, King of Pentacles, okay? So like, it's like you're at the airport you're supposed to be at. You're at the hotel. You're at the train station, whatever. You're at that destination. I'm not saying you don't have more growth to do. I'm saying you're at the right place to get your ish done, okay? You can do it yourself. You're the Queen of Swords. You're smart enough, okay? If this person figures their ish out, and they decide, okay, now I'm ready to like do something about this person that I love or care about, then they know where to find you. But it's definitely giving like it's the ball's in their court, right? It's their turn, if you want to say that. Hello, God's miracle child. How are you doing? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I am going to post something in the community board, a little bit of an announcement / maybe poll. We'll see. But I got plans. All right, I hope to see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.